Hello everybody, it's Charles from the Thrifty Deacons, and today I'm going to turn on my light. There we go. I'm also going to go through another part of that Fashion With Out Trashin big box. So let's quit monkeying around and get right into it. And welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I wear costumes in October and I run a Poshmark closet along with my wife Angelique. It's called The Deacons and it's linked below. Alright, so today is part 4, officially part 4 of the Fashion With Out Trashin big box. So we're going to keep looking through it. So far it's been pretty good. Let's see if that keeps up. Okay. Up first, we have a ALC size 2 shirt. Now, I don't know if you see this. I don't know if it's really showing up on the camera or not, but whoops. This shirt has little itty bitty pills. At least I think those are pills on it. And one pill, just one, right there. That one that has the red. That is the only pill on this entire shirt that is different. And when I shot it, I thought that was a stain. Until I took a closer look. And that's the interesting story about the shirt. Other than that, not familiar with the brand. Not really seasonal, being that it's a t-shirt and kind of thin. So, not really sure how that'll do. But we will see. A lot of the Fashion With Out Trashin stuff sells pretty quickly. So, we seem to get some good brands, even when they're not brands that I am familiar with. Alright, up next is a turtleneck that I have to go way down to find. It is a Blue and Gray large, and this is a gray, I don't even want to say turtleneck, some kind of a neck. I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know what kind of neck that is. Whatever kind of neck it is, this item does have a missing drawstring. If those two holes are actually for a drawstring, it also, right on the inside of the color there, has a little red dot. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like it's maybe a marker. Maybe a little lipstick. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Anyway, whatever kind of neck, long sleeve sweatshirt this is, it is a nice piece to have going into fall. So I think it should do good despite those couple flaws. All right, up next we have something that, if you've been watching my channel, you're familiar with. It is a flowered printed dress. Seems like every single box has at least one of these in it. This is by M&G, and it is a size 8, US 8. And when I was shooting it, I made sure to take multiple pictures of the size, just because we've had some issues where my wife will post the size and someone will see the picture. There'll be a little fold or something, and a 6 can look like an 8, and they'll get the item and they'll go, well, this is the wrong size. So I just wanted to make sure that was very clear that it's an 8, and we'll list it as an 8. Anyway, this flower dress has just a bunch of little itty bitty flowers on it. They're white. They got the red where the pollen would be, I guess, and little black dots in the middle. So maybe like a ring around the pollen is red, and I don't know, black pollen. I don't know any flowers that are actually that color. I'm sure there are some. Flowers come in all kinds of colors. Right, yeah. But nothing really interesting about this dress. It does button all the way down, so it's not just so it would open all the way up if the buttons weren't there, and all the buttons are there. All right. Let's keep moving through this because we got a lot of items to get through. All right, up next is this halogen, new with tags, white. Would you say that's a mini dress or just a vest? I'm going to call it a mini dress because it looks like the waist would be there, and so this would be dress or skirt or whatever. And it does zip up in the back, which I guess any item of clothing can do that. But anyway, this is a plain white, very light item. Yeah, this didn't really shoot well on the white background, but my wife really doesn't like the black background that we have in our photo booth, so I don't know if she'll want me to reshoot this with that or not. You know, the black background kind of tends to get shiny, so it just looks weird. I don't know. Maybe she can do stuff with not Photoshop, but whatever she has on her iPhone. On her iPhone 11, I got it for last Mother's Day because I spoil her. So she has an app on there that she can use to clean it up. I don't know. Okay, up next is a Babaton, and this is a black dress, plain black dress, size 8. This is, say it with me, essential. Essential pieces sell regardless of the season. Any fashion trends, and black dresses are essential. So very, very happy. We tend to sell these. Even when I don't know the brand, and especially when I do know the brand. So I don't know the brand, but that should do nicely. All right, and let me just. Ooh, these costumes are hot. So I do not like to keep the hoods up. All right, up next we have a CC California. This is a medium, and it is a blue plaid shirt. Button down. Oh no, button up. Although there is a button there. Oh, that's the top button. So this is a button up blue plaid shirt. Now we have had this brand before. I don't know if we sold. I think we have one other item that is this brand. I don't know if we sold it or not. But these plaid shirts going into fall, especially in October, October and November. They kind of have that scarecrow, go on a hayride look. So I think this might do well for the season. All right. Up next we have a Halston pink. What is this? This is another. I'll call this a sleeveless top. It is button up, even though you can't see the buttons; they're hidden. But a button-up sleeveless top from Halton and pink. Now I think like the previous time, I think we've had one, maybe two items of this brand in our closet, but I don't know if they've sold or not. I think maybe one of them is sold. I don't know. Probably should brush up on everything in our closet. Okay, well, what is this? This next thing is a Just. Is that showing up on the? There it is. Just. And this is a black. I guess we'll call this a jacket. I'm a little hesitant to call it a jacket because, no, I guess jackets can't have this. It does come with a belt, but just a tie belt. So it's almost like a robe jacket. I don't think it's quite long enough to be a robe, and it does have the, it does have some padding in the shoulders to give that nice, fierce 80s businesswoman look. Oh, and it's small. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a jacket or a robe. It feels like a jacket, so it's probably a jacket. We'll just call it a jacket when we list it, and that should yeah, jackets going into fall, especially lighter jackets, are very, very, very nice. I should stop saying going into fall because I'm recording this in mid-September, and I guess it's technically maybe already fall. I don't know when the exact date is. Unofficial start of fall, so beginning of fall. We'll definitely want to list fall items going into fall. And speaking of fall jackets, fall light jackets, we have a Wilfred Free black denim jacket. Now, think I mentioned this last time, but this is what I call the I always call these like a flight style jacket because they kind of remind me, and you really can't see it because it's black, and it doesn't really show up on the camera, and I have it unbuttoned, but the buttons are not centered. They're off to the side, and it always reminds me of like World War One style pilot jackets. So I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. It's just how I view them. Anyway, this black denim jacket is black and denim. And it should do nicely going into, well, being, again, a light jacket in fall. That's exactly the time when you want to sell these particular items. All right, we're almost through the first half of the pile. Yeah, I told you there was a lot of items in here. All right, up next is this Zara crop top. Now this, what can we say about this? Well, we can say that it kind of has these, it has these tassels on it. So it kind of gives it that rodeo look, rodeo or cheerleader look, whatever you prefer. But it is long sleeve, so and it's a little bit heavier, so definitely something that could be worn throughout the fall. And it's Zara. Now, Zara is one of those brands that does very, very good for us. I would say it's probably at least top 10, maybe top 5 in as far as brands go with what we sell. So very happy to get a Zara piece. And seasonal. And being that it's plain black, I don't know if that gives it like closer proximity to essential, but definitely should not be affected by color trends. Is that a thing? All right. Okay, up next we have this Theory mini dress. Is this a mini dress or is this just a dress? I don't know. It's size 0, so that's probably a mini dress. Now, this does have a little bit of wear right there. It's probably not even showing up on the camera, but it does look like it has some loose threads. Something that probably could be shaved away. So, not really too concerned about that. But I'm also not sure if this would be considered an essential item or not, because it is black and gray. It's mostly black, so maybe I'll call it mostly essential. Yeah, I don't think that counts. Huh. Oh well. Theory is a brand that we have sold, and if I remember correctly, I believe we sell it for roughly asking price, and the asking price is around like I think $40-ish. Maybe that's just the last Theory item we sold. So I think this will do very well. All right. Okay, oh boy, we still got a lot of pieces to get through. Oh, and even more pieces because I grabbed 2. Okay, up next we have some rope. We have a rope, sleeveless green top. And I thought there was something about this. Oh yeah, so I'm not familiar with this brand, and if you can see here on the, if it'll focus, it's really not focusing on this. Well, you really can't see it, but there is like the tag is all in, I believe, Chinese characters. It does say it's a 38 size as far as like the size goes, but I'm not familiar with the brand, and I don't really know what this is made out of because the care tag's all in a language that I don't read or have even the vaguest clue of how to translate. So yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Okay, and up next we have this. Where's the tag on? There it is. Up next we have a Lafayette 148 button up shirt. Now, this is a Lafayette 148. I think that's a nicer brand. I do know that we have a couple other Lafayette items in our closet, and I think we've only sold like one, maybe two, and I have no idea what they sold for. I do know that it is a nicer brand though, so happy to see nice brands, even if they take a while to sell. You know, sometimes an item's value won't be appreciated for several months when it gets a big sale out of nowhere. All right, so this has it's button up. I don't think there's any pocket on it. No pocket, and I'm losing my train of thought about this item. Every time I hear Lafayette or see a Lafayette item, I just think of the musical Hamilton, because there's the one song where it's about Lafayette, the British, or the French guy who was a part of the Revolutionary War, and he has a song in that musical, thinking something about spying on the British. And there's a roads named in DC after him. Actually, there's a town around here named after him too. So he's a great guy. Check him out, and check out Hamilton. That's actually a really good musical. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. All right. Up next we have a Uniquill. And I never know how to pronounce this because it has a Q with an L after it, and I don't know how to pronounce that. And this is a, we'll call it miniature plaid dress, black and white plaid dress. And it does have a belt with it. Very, very thin belt with it. But this particular brand, we get like about one or two pieces of it in every one of these boxes, and I know we've sold it before. I don't think we sell nearly as much as we get, so that might not be the best item, but it does appear to be, it is seasonal because it's got that plaid in the fall, so maybe it'll do well. We shall see. All right, I'm just gonna grab these and pull them up onto my little table I have off to the side here, and I'm back on camera. Here we go. Okay, this is a American Apparel, and this is the only skirt in this entire video. And as you can see, it's a black skirt. Appears to be pretty nondescript, but it does have that velvety feel. You can't really see it on camera. Man, you're kind of seeing a little bit of the shine there. Anyway, I like when we get skirts because skirts really easy to shoot. Just gotta drop them onto the legs, and they always turn out good as long as they fit, which these did. So happy to see that. All right, up next we have another item that I'm particularly happy about. It is a Madewell large turtleneck white sweater. Madewell, very good brand for us. Tends to sell for asking price, which is typically around $40, even as high as $60. So very happy about that. This is definitely a big item from the box. Also, seasonal, being that it is a sweater and it's good brand. So just everything about this item is very good. We'll have to make sure to get it listed right away. I do know that just today we sold a pair of Madewell shorts that were from this box. So Madewell is definitely one of those brands that does pretty good for us. So I'm very happy to see that in there. Okay, up next, what do we have? We have a Baguette Vinne. Baguette Vinne. And I probably should learn Italian names a little bit better. Ooh, didn't notice that when I was shooting. There's a little itty bitty hole right there. So I'm going to have to make sure to shoot that again so that my wife knows about that. And there just went all my excitement for this item. Well, this is it's 100% silk. Oh, 100% silk shell, because it does have 2 layers here. But it's a silk, I guess, workout tank top. But I'm not familiar with the brand. Can't pronounce Italian names. Even though I should probably learn them. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Finding that hole, I really hate when I find flaws while I'm recording. All right, up next is a Zara knit tank top, or not tank top. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here because my phone's going off. It is a turtleneck. So Zara turtleneck, very happy about that. Seasonal, just like I said about the Madewell. Very good brand, does well for us. So happy to see this. All right, and with that, I'm going to take a quick break to go check on my phone, and I'll be right back to finish going. All right, I'm back. And we only have a few more items to get through, and then I can get out of this monkey suit. So let's just go through them. Yeah, my wife was just texting me to let me know that the kids were waking up from naps. So had to go get them back to sleep, and now I can continue. All right, next we have this Anthropologie cami. Would this be a cami? I don't know. I think camis have to have... Oh wait, I guess these are adjustable. Are they? Yeah. So a Anthropologie cami, flower pattern, of course, because most women's clothing is flower patterned. Anthropologie is a good brand for us. So even though this is a little bit lighter item, I think going into fall with this is going to be fine. All right. Next we have is this a moth? It's not showing up. That's too... Take my word for it. It's a moth green hoodie with the drawstring intact. So yeah, I'm not familiar with this brand, but what is this? Feels exceptionally thick. What is this? This is polyester, visco, and nylon. So that's a interesting blend for a hoodie. It almost feels more like a more formal. Does that make sense? Sweater. So yeah, and it has. Yeah, it's just a very interesting. Looks like a really nice piece. So I think this will do just fine going into fall, or maybe even into winter, because it is kind of thick, and it is Christmas color. So maybe if it doesn't sell in fall, it'll sell in winter. All right. Up next, we have this APC, that is Rue Madame. Wait. Hey. Oh. Madame Paris. Anyway, it is an extra small bib dress. And I don't know if that's actually the term. Anyway, denim, and oh, it's not a dress at all. It's a pair of overall shorts. So the fact that it's shorts means that fall might not quite be warm enough for fall, but I guess, not everybody lives up here where it gets cold in late August and then just drops off. Well, we do ship all over the United States. Okay, up next we have a thing with a very hard to find tag. I remember this piece. This is 100% silk shell, like before. There it is. This is a Club Monaco small turned inside out. So I'll just show it here. Yeah, it looks about the same inside out as right side. Anyway, it is a black spaghetti, little thin strapped top. Now this does have 2 layers, and the outside layer is 100% silk. The inside layer I think is polyester, and it might only have the inside layer. No, the inside layer is on both sides. But I do like having these 100% silk items because that's definitely a selling point. And this is Club Monaco. Now Club Monaco is, I believe, J. Crew. So J. Crew is just a nice brand for us. So very happy about that. Okay, up next we have another thing that it should do really good in fall. This is a loft dress. Now it does appear to be, it almost looks like it's a sweater and a skirt, but it's actually all one piece. So we're just going to call it a dress. Oh, I didn't notice this when I shot it. It has buttons on the shoulders, at least on one of the shoulders. But anyway, it is black. It's got kind of a spots on the top, just plain black on the bottom skirt part. It's messing with my brightness because it's so dark. It's also new with tags. So really, probably a bit too happy about this item, but it is Loft. Loft is one of those brands that tends to sell regardless of the fashion trends. It's just a nice bread and butter brand. So I think with that and going into fall with the proper thickness and everything, I think this will do really well for us. Yeah, this should sell really quick. All right, and the last regular piece of clothing, we'll say, is this Campo des Contaneros, I don't know, gray blazer. And it's almost new with tags. It looks like it had the tag, but it might have fell off, and that's a shame, but we will list it appropriately. And it's a gray blazer. Now it does only have the single button, so I don't know if it's technically a blazer. And it has the kind of the blue lining along the inside threading, but that doesn't actually show up on the outside. All right, now let's look at some other things, particularly scarves. So we got 2 scarves, which will do really well going into winter. And if they don't, I mean, one of them actually, this looks like it might be, if I could find the tag, yeah, I think this one will do really well for us going into fall and winter. It is a Free People scarf. Now you see it's got the plaid pattern, which just screams fall, screams wear me on a hayride. Do people do those? Yeah. Anyway, very nice. Happy to have Free People. Free People does very well for us. I think it's actually our best-selling brand. So very happy to see Free People, and very happy that it is a warmer weather item, or a warmer item for the colder weather. There we go. And so really think that'll sell for us. And next is this Michael Kors scarf, new with tags, as you can see. This is a gray scarf. Now, it's not quite as large as the previous one, so you couldn't fold it in as much. Might not be quite as warm, but it does have these metal studs, and I checked. All the metal studs appear to be there, including the ones that have MK on it. So you know, it's Michael Kors. Michael Kors is another good brand for us. Not something that does as well as something like, say, a Free People, but definitely something we do sell, and we sell for asking price. That is going to do it for this box, or for this part of the box. Part 4, 5. Part 4 in the video is part 5 as far as like how I sorted it out. So, what do I think so far? Well, that particular section was another good section. We had a lot of fall items in there, stuff that for the season is going to sell. We also had some good brands. We had some Michael Kors. We had one piece of Free People. We had some Loft in there, you know, bread butter brands, some J. Crew. So a lot of good stuff in there. A lot of stuff that I think will sell within that 3-month window that I always talk about, where it normally, if we list something, it'll sell in the first 3 months, or it's going to sell in a year. So, you know, there's not really like a lot of stuff that we sell that we list, and then it's 4, 5, 6 months. After that, you know, after it goes into the back, we sometimes sell it. And then, of course, sometimes we'll relist stuff and it'll sell like that. So who knows? Anyway, I don't think there's a lot of stuff in there that we're going to have to relist. So that's what I'm saying about this particular part of the box. All right. That was a long-winded way of saying I liked it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. All that stuff's below. You know how to use YouTube. I don't have to keep telling you. Until next time, I'm Charles, and I'll see you. I will see you.